Alrighty, Coach. A win over UT Permian Basin over the weekend. Can you just talk about what you've seen from your team and how they were able to be dominant both in singles and doubles?
Yeah, I mean, it's the time of the season where, everyone's a little bit banged up and, the grind of the season is starting to get to everyone. And, that's just something that, I've been trying to prepare the team for since January, is just like the habits that we have and the preparation that we have for every match, and then the recovery we have, at the beginning of every week after matches, to just try to be ready for whatever is going to come to us on that day. And so this weekend, like on the scoreboard, it's 7-0 against Western New Mexico and 6-1 versus UTPB, but they were both very difficult. It was long travel out there, long days, and difficult opponents that don't really give you rhythm, don't give you a lot to work with all the time. And so for us to be able to, on the scoreboard, get the points that we needed and make it look kind of convincing, was really good for the team. Got the doubles point both days. We're still, I think we're 15-4 on the season and 15-4 when it comes to the doubles point. If we win the doubles point, I feel really, really good going into singles. And so to be able to get that both days this weekend was good. There were two tough wins. I don't think anyone was playing their best tennis, and I don't think anyone was feeling their best. But there were two really good, tough team wins.
You guys wrap up the season at home this weekend, two final matches before tournament play begins. How are you hoping to, see the team progress one final time before, tournament play starts for you guys?
Yeah, this weekend is going to be it's going to be a battle both days for sure. Everyone right now is fighting for conference seeding going into the tournament. There's a lot of ways that everything could shake out, really from 1 all the way down to 8. So DBU and UT Tyler are two teams who I think are similar to us when it comes to their personnel. I think the doubles point is going to be huge both days, no question about that. I'll feel really comfortable if we could get the doubles point on both those days, but we're going to have to be really solid to get that because those are two teams that have taken the doubles point off of other good teams this year. So really, these next couple days, just getting our bodies taken care of and getting back to where we can just have if we could just have a couple good practices this week, that would be really important. Because again, at this time of the season, it's way more important for your body to be feeling as good as possible so that you can have your mind 100% in it than it is to go out and get extra reps. At this point, we're going to play the way we're going to play. It's just we got to be feeling mentally and physically as good as we can because those are going to be two very tough matches this weekend.
Going into practice this week, being that a lot of players are dealing with injuries, how do you plan to attack practice this week? Are things going to start slow, or what's the rhythm like?
I'm open to suggestions if you've got any ideas. The longer I've coached, I've become so much more cognizant of recovery and kind of periodization throughout the week. I'm very freely giving out extra days off when a player needs it, because I know that they try so hard and they put in so much effort to everything that they're doing, right? Like in the gym and on the court in practice and on the matches and on these road trips. I push them and they are really maxing themselves out every time they're engaged in any sort of athletic activities. And so, giving them some extra time, shorter practices or practices that are more tailored to just getting a few things in and then being done for the day. And of course, getting into the athletic training room and taking care of everything they can take care of. It's going to be, that's one thing that keeps me up at night more than anything is having our players ready to play on the weekends. I'm not worried about their level. I'm not worried about, their talent or our strategy or any of that kind of stuff. That stuff will be fine. It's just more preparing themselves, physically as much as possible so that then they can feel strong mentally going into the matches. And, it'll all start with, them, and they've done a really good job this year of being responsible when it comes to their recovery, their hydration, their sleep, all that kind of stuff. So really, I should be able to just rest well this week, knowing that we're going to give them the time that they need to get prepared, so that when it comes to Friday and Saturday, the matches this weekend, we can go 100 miles an hour.